Whiskey Hobbit here, and today I'm doing another Elements of Islay review. This one is Lg7. So again, this came out 2017. I think it was 2017. Yeah, really good stuff. And this is the only independent bottle of Lagavulin you can get, basically, that will actually say it's Lagavulin. You might find the odd bottle of Lagavulin that doesn't like to say it's Lagavulin, so it just says a mystery Islay. But then how do you know without talking to someone who knows? It's a bit complicated, but generally speaking, you can't get independent bottles of Lagavulin without spending a fortune. And this wasn't a fortune. This was about £60. And for £60, I know it's a smaller bottle. I don't care. It's cask strength young Lagavulin, which is amazing. And I've tried Lagavulin like when it's young, well, several times, but because I mean, there's the 8-year-old Lagavulin, which is similar to this, but a little less sweet. This is quite a sweet, very bourbony, rich, vanilla-y Lagavulin, I would say, compared to the 8-year-old Lagavulin, which is really good, but it's a bit drier and a bit more kind of softer in a way. This is a bit more in your face, but lots of lemony sweetness. I haven't actually drunk it yet. I'm just remembering how good it is. But yeah, it's very good and very different to the 8-year-old Lagavulin. But there's not many chances to try young Lagavulin, really. This is, I think, a mixture of 8 to 10 years. Mostly 10, I think. It's been a while since I spoke to someone about this whiskey, to be honest. But yeah, on the nose, it's surprisingly sweet. It's got quite a butterscotchy sweetness to it. Again, burnt butterscotch, kind of burnt toffee popcorn, that kind of thing. But very kind of like a gooey sweetness to the nose. Yeah, the smoke is a lot less than I remember. A little bit more kind of, it's really nicely integrated with the spirit and just really works, and it's not in your face smoke. This is a smoky whiskey, which is what you can sometimes get with young Lagavulin, but it's well, not really, because Lagavulin's brilliant. It's kind of hard to screw it up. But yeah, other smoky whiskies when they're young can just be too much smoke and not much else. So yeah, it's nice and kind of an ashy, coaly kind of thing going on. Little bit of citrusy fruitiness to it, but kind of a maritiminess is coming through. A little bit salty. Yeah, kind of like Pebble Beach, that kind of thing. Oh. Ooh. That is like all the cream eclairs with a nice sprinkle of lemon shavings on top. Oh, and a hell of a lot of smoke. Oh, that's so good. I think Serge gave this 91 out of 100, which I'll talk about later. Whether I agree with that, well, you'll see what I say about this. Actually, yeah, it's probably going to be 91. Yeah, I think this is going to be 91 out of 100, just because it's so good. And the smoke, after drinking it, it's still kind of building in a way. It's still there, and it's really good. It does need, I would say, a fair bit of water. It's bottled at 56.8%. I think it's like a 4 casks blended together, which went like that because people knew how good. I mean, if you put like a Lagavulin on a shelf with a £65 price tag on it, and it's independently bottled, people are going to buy it. It's just going to sell out, and I'm looking forward to the next batch of Lagavulin from them. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I probably won't get it, but if I see it, I'll try and get some. It's actually, with water, become a lot more kind of ashy, dusty, smoky. Yeah, it's like an old fireplace now. The sweetness has weirdly died down, and the smoke has become a lot more apparent. Ooh, sorry. It's got a little bit of a greeny, grassy note to it, kind of like burnt grass. Yeah, and the sweetness is now starting to kick in, actually. It's, yeah, like lemon sherbet, sweetness to it. But it's a lot less lemony now. I don't know if that's just with the water or what, but yeah, very good. It's like quite limey. Oh, that smoke. This does take water really well. It's changed a little bit. It's retained the smoke and opened up a lot more of the flavour to it. It's a lot more juicy sweetness to it, and yeah, it's kind of like some sort of summer punch with a lovely dollop of smoke in there. It's also quite oily as well, which is nice. It's kind of very mouth coating, and yeah, I'm going to give this 92 out of 100. I don't know, I think Serge gave it one less. I don't really care, but for me personally, this is absolutely brilliant stuff, and I'm a little bit sad I've got such little left, and I wish I could have bought another bottle, but there we go. So yeah, this is absolutely brilliant. If you see this, you can sometimes get this at auction for not too much. Sometimes, failing that, just wait. I will just look around for the next batch. I think it'd be Lg7. I think, I don't know. I can't remember what the last one was because they go so quickly. It's once they're on the shelf, you've got to basically act immediately, and also know someone in the shop. Otherwise, you've got to know someone and who knows when they're coming. Otherwise, you will miss it. It's a bit like there's a Kalila that went recently that I really wish I could have got on. It was a Delphi bottling, 8 years old, cask strength, heavily sherried, and it was recently released. And I was just looking at it like, that looks stunning. It was about £70, and I mean it's expensive for the age, but it's interesting because you don't really get heavily sherried Kalila. I was a little bit annoyed I missed it because it went like that, and when I first saw it, I wasn't really thinking, oh, what a great Kalila that must be. You know, I was just thinking that's quite a lot for an 8-year-old Kalila, and it still is a lot, but the sherried element of it is quite interesting because you don't generally get heavily sherried Kalilas ever. And it looked like treacle, like it was black almost, and for 8 years as well. And the Delphi are normally amazing for bottling, so yeah, quite annoyed I missed that. But yeah, anyway, really good whiskey. Highly recommend trying it if you can. And yeah, until next time.